Heyo, y'all. Welcome to WatchaMania. It's your AEW Collision, Springfield, Massachusetts, 2 April 12th, 2025. Watchalong and live reactions. I'm your host, Advid Devon. How goes? How's everybody Saturday's been treating them? Or Sundays in some people's case? I, too, cannot wait for Collision, y'all. We got a stacked lineup between all of the women's wrestling. Like, probably the most featured women's wrestling advertised for a weekly AEW show, like, ever. And we also got a hell of a men's quarterfinal as well. We also saw, if you were watching the Discord, Cam alerted us to a AR Fox Kevin Knight rematch snuck onto the card. That's a nice addition. Been a great day talking to someone new. Finally, now it's half. Yo, that's wonderful. Been a good Saturday today. Hell yes. Says cards tonight. No, like, actually, though, the way that we're like, all right, we have 7 weeks to pad out this tournament. We're going to give you 3 tournament matches tonight. Like, yo, all right, we'll take it. We're also going to hear from both ladies champions. It's going to be wonderful. Just spent 5 hours metal detecting. Yo, my man's living up to his namesake. Hopes to see a new short come out of it. Hope more so than that something came out of the hunt. I feel awful. I'd have to take family day after the show, so hopefully the show helps me feel. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rico. Hopefully we can help bring up your vibes, help, lift the mood. Give you some positive energy going into the looming activity afterwards, Kevin, today FX for real. They went to a time limit draw on ROH a few weeks back, which was like shortly before Kevin Knight was signed. I believe that was just before the Kevin Knight Jay White match. But yeah, so all 3 women's matches, 2 and 2nd tonight. Excited to see. Agreed, Darth. The ladies are getting the spotlight tonight. But yes, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Double check, make sure you got the thumbs up clicked, got the bells on, that kind of stuff. Last night's New Japan main event was emotional. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with them kind of sneaking the main event and co-main event around, It was Tanahashi's last U.S. match, and there's definitely some sentimental value there. I'm so sad Jay is out again. He can't seem to catch a break, but I feel like once he finds his footing, the world is going to be his. Hey, Ray, welcome in. Also, I'm betting Hook is out too. It's possible, but I don't know. I think it may have just been like a close call situation. We haven't seen any word floating around about his circumstances, so I feel like that it may not be anything for us to be too concerned with. Bro, you puked on the mat twice. Yes, he did. But I think that was a short-term circumstance, not a. That means he's going to be out for a long time. Because there's only a few things that could have been a result of, so I think that means we would have known about it by now. Something would have been announced. So presumably they're not doing the final at the pay-per-view. That's what it's seeming like, Riga. They want to take the time to build the finals. I think they want to make a mini program out of the finals of each tournament, which is why they want to have such a wide gap in between it. But I don't know. I feel like a tournament is so interesting when itself, the bracket or the layout of the tournament, is the fundamental of the story. The fundamental story being told. That's interesting. What match are you guys looking forward to the most? Ooh, Jamie versus Billie is gonna the rematch of that is gonna be fun. Harley and Athena, I feel like we can learn a lot about Harley tonight, but I think we all have a good idea of how that one's gonna go. I'm thinking Brody and Takeshita might take it. Saturday. What's up, Jordan? How it goes? Ooh, we're just about a minute out. All right, y'all. You know the drill if you've been here before. We are going to have some brief buffering. But if all goes according to plan, it should be brief as we are getting ourselves a commercial-free edition of the show, which requires us to take a step overseas for a moment. So don't mind any of that, but otherwise we should be good to go. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. So, Knight versus Fox. Fair. I hope they get a longer time limit tonight, you know? That's a great point. That match could blow our expectations out the water. Excited for Hangman. Yeah, I'm wondering. That's got to happen at one of the Spring Breakthrough shows, but I'm not sure if it's Dynamite or Collision. What's this kind of hoodie called? Oh, like the tank top hoodie? That's all I've ever searched it up as, because I couldn't give you like an official name other than like a sleeveless hoodie, a tank top hoodie. Yeah, it's just one of those, I imagine, what it'd be called. I also cut mine a little bit thinner. Like, the sleeves came up to, like, right here. But, yeah. I get this show on the road in just a month. It's called Devin Didn't Want Sleeves. No, actually, though. All right. All righty. Okay, we should be all good to go on the buffering end of things, y'all. If you haven't any stutters from here on out, just hit a F5, get a refresh on your page, and you should be good to go. I'm still holding out hope that we get Harley beating Athena for Mercedes interference. That's a Dynamite in Boston, Rhea. That's what I realized. I put it in perspective, right? Because I was sitting here, I'm like, does this make sense? Because that's the exact same thought process I had. Why are we giving this match away on a Dynamite? And then I just realized I should have been muting for this theme. Oof. Oh well, I'll have to mute it later. Mike Bailey in the intro. Yo. I always love the foreshadowing of the Collision intro. Or a summer hoodie, right? That's a good one. But yes, then I realized, wait, Spring Breakthrough is in Boston. Mercedes, Boston. They're both heels. They're gonna put them in. They're gonna make the match happen in a. Yeah, no pre. You're right. No cold open intros, like intro promos. Let's go. Oh well, here we are. There's no waiting. We're getting that trios match. Okay, and Mox is in the graphic. They're letting Mox sub out for Pac. But also, if I'm Bullet Club Gold, I'm sitting over here like, what do you mean? Because like less than a year ago, they had to drop the titles because freebirding wasn't allowed. But I guess the excuse you could make is that BBG just kind of declared it themselves that they were doing the freebird rule, whereas here it's company sanctioned. And yeah, it's bada bing, bada boom. Let's just retcon that real quick. Shh, pay no attention to the build to All In. Which is funny because that's what resulted in this title reign beginning. Oh my god, wow. I had a feeling. Out of all three tournament matches, it's the highest profile of the three. I would have loved it to be the ladies' bookending, but yeah. Spring Breakthrough. Mox runs the show, so no one's. You know what? Fair.
What a match it will be.
Samoa Joseph
#1 contenders at Springfield.
Tony get it right. I mean, if anybody's allowed to make that mistake, it's him. But yeah, I'm with you. Oh, we're opening. You know what? Fair enough. Collision vibes. Well, actually, no, because Collision is usually. Yeah, because Collision is usually like the heavy wrestling show, but I'll take it because it is also like the throwback wrestling show. Throwback opening up with a promo. Also, oh, he's psyching out the kids. Miss Cowboy Collision. Needed FTR follow up tonight. Oh yeah, no, we needed it tonight. I'm just surprised we're opening the show with it. But yeah. We do need to have them vocalize their intentions after we saw them do everything they did. Maybe my favorite AEW heel turn ever. Really, Jordan? Well, you know, it was a really good. It might be top 3 in my opinion. Oh wow, he really connected with that one. I saw it connect with his shoulder. Yeah, no, Mariah May blew my mind with her turn. I just never saw it coming. Like this turn, I still saw it coming. You know. I don't know though. Mariah May never did. The thing on the stretcher, that was iconic. Got on the stretcher. Try to put. Oh, that was great. I feel you. I feel you on that.
And for them to do what they did is absolutely unspeakable. I guess they're going to talk now, right?
What happened Sunday?
Wow.
That wasn't an easy decision for me. And despite what you might think, it was not premeditated.
What?
Adam Copeland has been one of my best friends. He has been my mentor for 15 years before I even really knew Dax Harwood. But the more Dax talked, the more sense it made. And the more sense it made, the more it pissed me off because I wanted him, I needed him to be wrong. But I knew I could feel I was wrong. And the more I watched the moves Adam Copeland made backstage, the more I watched the moves Adam Copeland made against FTR's careers, the more I understood he only cared about Adam Copeland. He held down FTR. He held down our careers to lift up his own. And so in Philadelphia, when I looked down and I saw Dax sitting here, and I saw Copeland laying here, in that moment, it just clicked.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew what had to happen, and I knew I had to be the one to do it. Adam may have helped me out when I was a young kid that I had nothing to do, but he still saw me as that helpless kid, and I am not that anymore.
That's just not long as
me as a man. And if you disrespect me, you have to pay. We are living legends, and we will be treated as such.
Listen, hey, I know.
Welcome in, JJ's.
I know that it's the cool thing to do. So you feel like you're somebody. So you feel like you're involved.
How it goes.
It's the cool thing to do to boo us when we're talking. I know in 2025 that's cool, okay? Yeah, man. You didn't reach your dreams, so now you make your own. Congratulations. Wow. I do have something important to say, though. Just give me 1 second, then you can do your charade, okay?
Yeah, it's like declaration.
Last week, I saw a sign in the crowd that said, "Why FTR, why?" And as cliche as that is, I thought to myself, well, why not? Instead of asking us why, You should be thanking us. You should be thanking us because we gave Adam Copeland everything he wanted. Adam Copeland was begging for relevancy in 2025 at the expense of the absolute best tag team in this world, and we gave it to him. How did I sell out, you idiot? I didn't make any money off of this. So over the last week,
I didn't make any money off of this.
what can I say to all you people to make you realize what we did was justified and it clicked? I don't care if any of you agree with us. What we did was right. And even though we don't owe anybody an explanation, let's just have fun here, okay? Let's run it down. For 4 months we waited. 4 long months we waited with nothing to do. We were completely irrelevant for 4 months. And the only thing that was planned for us was to be Adam Copeland's brand
Mangalini's
new
fake out
entrance.
return. Ooh, that's a shout.
We put our career on hold so Adam Copeland could chase his glory days and win
Cash coming out doing the whole gesture, like they do in the whole
just a
entrance.
sliver of hope that he might still be the man.
Like the hair push out going down to each end of the stage.
Adam, we've won 10 world titles across 7 worldwide brands, and you want us to take a backseat to you? You're selfish. You're too damn selfish to see where the issue is. And I wanted nothing more. I wanted nothing more than Adam Copeland to end his career side by side with FTR and ride off in the sunset. But just like every wrestler in Adam Copeland's position, you're too damn selfish.
I'm gonna lie, FTR winning the whole tag.
You paid good money to watch me, so sit down and shut up. I dare you to work out. One day I dare you to work out. So I understand there are a lot of boys and girls in the back who are not happy with us.
Hey, Hippo, what's
I
up?
also understand there's a couple of people out here who aren't happy with us either. Toni Schiavone, come here. Come on.
What?
Let's have a little conversation. Come on, Toni.
Don't even think about it, Tony. That'd be ridiculous.
I know these guys, man. Listen, I've known them since
just
they've
wanna
arrived.
talk.
I get it.
I just want to talk, Toni. Come on.
Don't. Stay where you
No,
are.
I'm
Let 'em-
sorry.
You sure what they did
This
to
has
Adam?
to be said to them again.
No, Tony, listen to me.
Oh no, Nigel is so hurt. Tony, Tony, don't do it. I apologize for you right now.
Tony, I know how dangerous they are. You have no idea.
Nigel is genuinely concerned. We don't see this often out of Nigel, you know?
Don't fall. Toni, this week on Dynamite, you had some choice words for myself and Cash. Funny, we were hundreds of miles away, and you had a lot of ill will to spew to the camera. I just wanted to know, now we're face to face, would you like to tell us?
Yes, you were wrong. You were absolutely wrong. You said you were right. These fans are booing you guys for a reason. When you guys arrived here, everybody loved you. We loved you. I loved you. You brought tag team wrestling back to where it should be. But then in one fell swoop, you turned your back on the man who helped you guys in your career. He's not stopping. He wasn't stopping.
Okay, Toni, that's enough. Okay.
Agree, Riga.
Enough from you, Toni.
He fully said, no, I'm 100% going to say what I have to say.
There was one other thing that you said, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it had something to do with my family.
Yeah. It has to do with your daughter, who, as we all know, who is in wrestling and backstage, she's a wonderful young lady. makes straight A's in school. You're very proud of her, and you should be. But I was wondering, Dax, how she felt going to school on Monday when all the kids would say to her, Dad turned his back on one of his best friends.
Yo, no, I gotta give it to Toni. Well, the mic from me, Dax. I'm gonna speak on you. Oh no, here we go. Oh no, oh. Bro, don't just no, get your ass in there. He's genuinely concerned. No, don't bitch him out. Get him out. Like, don't have him stay in here. Yo, Danny. Danny? Nah. Oh no, this is gonna get messy.
Oh, God. Well, it was
Oh man.
It was not a good decision to get in the ring, Nigel. But these guys have to know for crying
I was like, if they don't drop, but yeah, that's exactly it. I was like, they might do something to him. But if they don't,
I've never been so disappointed.
then this is gonna get really nuanced. It's gonna get really interesting, and I think that's what it's gonna get.
But it had to be said. It had to say the boos, they don't listen to it. Jeez. All right.
Gonna Mike like I knew he wouldn't do it. You ever do that again? Which is like, bro, are you missing the point? Reverse FTR win.
It's going to be 2 matches, including JB Hayter going up against Billie Starkz. That's our next
That's a shout.
And Harley Cameron later on tonight.
At the very least, give us Nigel versus Dax and watch them make magic. Just give them like 10 minutes here on Collision next week.
Joined us for that match on Wednesday. Let's hear from the Women's World Champion right now.
Bayne is a monster. That woman has so much thigh meat, I thought I was being mugged on Thanksgiving. Nevertheless, I'm here to tell you that this whore you all adore, this slut you can't rebut, this tramp is still the champ. But enough of this gay banter. The Owen Hart Foundation tournament has begun, and the winner goes on to All In for a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. Ladies, good luck. But this is a timeless cafe, and I'm going to bake up the biggest batch of slop tarts you've ever seen. Billie Starkz, you Johnny-come-lately, milked breath, knobby-kneed little brat. I will make a woman out of you. Harley Cameron, call me Jim Henson, because I will wear you on my wrist.
Enough of the game answer. Sure, and I caught that. I'm just letting it go. She's just.
Mercedes Money, our CEO. What an unfortunate nickname. I will drain your 401k and put you so deep in a recession you'll have to drink my bathwater. Chris Statlander. My God, what a woman. Athena. You're a forever champion, but you'll last about 2 minutes with me. And Jamie Hayter, take my advice. No money has ever been made from dressing like you're in a different era. And as for me, I could sit at home and watch this entire tournament eating veal parmigiana. But that's not the kind of woman I am. Yet. Nevertheless, at Double or Nothing, I will be there. I will be
What
watching,
photo
I will be
next?
sweating, and I will always be timeless.
No, but seriously though, was that 1.5 speed? Was that 1.5 speed? I talk fast, but damn, I was like, she's just going. Love her.
Collision opening contest is a first round match in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Nobody has ever made from dressing like you're in a different era. Girl, what?
From South Haven,
Excuse me.
Jamie Hayter.
My favorite Chinese store promotion you ever done.
But let's move
No, that was excellent. I would have loved it for her to come out to the ring and do it, but I don't mind it. Very clearly was like, nope, I don't need 5 minutes. Give me 90 seconds tops. Wasn't so hard. You have to drink my path water. That was. Damn. That line was so cold. The way that just like I'm like, oh my god, the whole e-girl trend from like some odd years ago. That was so. Ugh.
Certainly, the winner of this match, of course, will face Chris Statlander, who has already advanced to the semi-finals. Could be a huge rematch.
I will say this was good. I wish that her gear had a different color scheme, but
Both Hayter and Starkz.
all the same. I mean, don't get me wrong, ROH, and if that's what it is, then dope. But yeah, the style of the gear, I'm here for. If she keeps the style and were to like go for like a light blue or something, I think that'd be perfect.
Facing the TBS champion, Mercedes Mone. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, showing her muscle. Jamie Hayter, a big rematch from what we saw.
Jamie Hayter wears orange very well.
Dynamite recently, and we were talking about spring breakthrough and Dynamite. We have
Fired.
historic 2 nights for you coming
Give it
up.
to me, you got me. It's your left hand, really? Come on now.
Titles on the line, as we heard.
There it is.
Jamie Hayter went
Stepping up,
for it.
but right away.
No worries. It happens, Alex.
Landed.
That certainly did. Big smile on the face of young Billie Starkz.
Yeah. Billie leveled her out with that one. I think this can fall to Billie's favor if she keeps it up.
To do a few nefarious things to earn the title.
Got another one. Yep. Here we go. Oh no! Don't go for the low pay, please. Please, 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 please. She's gonna do it. Never mind. It works for the sake of that spot. The striking power of Jamie Hayter.
Here's Hart to Hayter. Smarts like that.
Oh.
Well, fans, as you know by now,
Yeah, Billie's got to think back to her last match with Jamie. She should probably
tournament finals
try and learn from that. Oh, nice. To Harris, never mind.
coming up at Double or Nothing.
It's hard to hate her.
In Glendale, Arizona. Pay-per-view. Chris
That's
Statlander and
right.
Mercedes Mone are both in the semifinals right now. The winner of this match will take on Chris Statlander. The winner of
Still good. But enough of this gay banter.
Mercedes Mone. Those will be the final 4.
Alex Starkz, the minion and trainee, if you will, of another star. Athena.
Swan dive? Yes. Honestly, safer way to take that.
Paid off.
Did that, strike that.
Safety rail here by Billie.
Yes, Alex, I'm so jealous of her curls. Not just like the curls, but the volume. Like, incredible hair. And the fact that it maintains those qualities throughout a wrestling match of all things.
Not enough damage
Like, that's just winning.
to keep her down, and now
Yeah, Jordan. I appreciate the clarity. But no, yes, very much so. Hard hitting Jamie Hayter, please.
Rising knee strike that time by Starkz.
Get over
Hayter sends her face first in.
Wild. I did not know.
Spinebuster, 1, 2.
Kick out. There we go.
2 count. Fans, as we mentioned,
Professional styling team backstage helps. Oh yeah, no. There's no doubt this is like professional level work getting done. But I'm still jealous. Let's get some. I'm so damn jealous. Whew. Yeah. I gotta change the qualities.
Next week on Thursday night, that's right, live from Boston. Spring Breakthrough, the second night will be live Collision on a Thursday night, 8/7 Central. There's
Not even a
now
2.
on TNT.
Cocky Jamie Hayter is cocky. Go for it again.
Thirsty Thursday.
The Spring Breakthrough logo is so luckily I can't. Yeah, it's so great. AEW Spring Breakthrough, yes. Got both those shows scheduled now, by the way, y'all.
A lot going on, and
Do head over to the live tab of the channel and notify me on those so you get notified. And keep an eye on those in the coming days. Gonna be loaded up with a lot of streams,
weekly, we'll talk about
including,
that in a
of
moment.
course,
Until we
WrestleMania.
take a break right now. Fans,
It's Jamie. The crowd's not here for the antics.
I couldn't imagine that, but you never know.
Now Jamie Hayter's going to go outside
Yes.
with her here.
It'll be the same start time. It will just be on Thursday instead of Saturday.
Saw something that I didn't. Either
Yeah.
way, doesn't want it to end on the outside. It's the mindset of a champion, perhaps. Wanting a clear victory in the center of the ring. To build some momentum, some confidence.
Yeah, the rest of those.
You see later on tonight, for you fans who follow us on social media, you know we announced that AR Fox and Kevin
Bet.
Knight will go one-on-one tonight.
Appreciate that.
Wait for that match still to come. Harley, Cameron, Athena in the tournament. It's another quarterfinal match coming up tonight here on Collision as we're live in Springfield.
I just realized we're actually during the commercial break here.
Bowens, the 5'2" player
Turncoat.
against Blake Christian. Would you stop on that? Max Caster's made his own way. Megan Bayne will be in action.
Making her way, making everybody in the women's division bow down.
I love that we're actually getting 3 women's matches here on Collision. Like, this kind of came out of nowhere as well.
Fans count along with the head of Billie Starkz here. We're here from the TBS champion who had moved on to the semifinals of the Owen Hart.
Oh, you're the one who had that conversation. Okay, gotcha.
In the men's division, it is going to be Brody King.
I like that Angela's back to being a heel. He just cares about Toni, but yeah, no, and honestly, I'm so here for that. You know, I firmly believe in the 9 alignments thing when it comes to like characters. Especially if I know my phone, no one else really. Right? Yeah.
Ain't got to be happy with things at this juncture in the match.
And Angela's back to being a heel. He just cares about Toni.
Really in
That's it.
control of,
Yeah, no, like
opponent.
there's heels with morals, you know, just like there's faces with a lack thereof.
At Dynasty, Megan Bayne against the AEW Women's Champion Toni Storm. No matter how dominant you are, you can always get caught.
Absolutely. That's what's made this women's division so great. Speaking of getting caught, the leg that time by Starkz.
Oh, what are we doing with this? It's an interesting leg lock.
We are live and coming to you, streaming on Max and on TNT. It's Toni and Nigel on Collision
Yeah, because we
Live
here for that.
in Springfield,
It's
Massachusetts.
possible. Part of me feels like we might set up a Nigel singles match out of it, but that's just because Danny Garcia and Nigel McGuinness teaming it feels a little bit. Heel can have morals. Oh yeah, of course.
It's the young Billie Starkz.
Thus far, it has been made a women's champion Jamie Hayter, who's had the lion's share of offense.
Like, that's what I dig. I can get behind a heel who is more so just an aggressively competitive person.
It looked like she was almost on
There's a difference between an asshole and a scumbag. You know.
Foot is up once again. Turning around and the feet up. Oh, how about that? Ricocheted off the top rope, if I can use that term. And
Nice the cravat. And they just have flop.
Starkz showing some great offense here. Oh, my gosh. Pick up. 1, 2. Oh, and just getting out of it that time with Jamie Hayter. What a power pickup that was by that youngster.
I'm going to say, I don't know if it was power as much as it was leverage. Technique.
Right.
Didn't have the power advantage, and that's often when technique can come into play there.
Sure.
With the damage to the leg, Billie Starkz was unable to
Very
breach
much
with the
agreed.
German suplex. If she had been, who knows? She might have been advancing to face Statlander.
Attempted a pickup. Once again, the knee got up.
That's the danger. When you're upside down, you throw a knee like that.
Yeah.
Can't guarantee you're landing safely.
Into the midsection, telegraphed that time by Starkz, but she ducks out.
Oh, and again.
Interesting how that dynamic for a while. Yep, that was the whole
And almost like it was like a Cobra
superpowers concept, right?
So
That was their name, I think.
You see the leg. Oh, look at the hand. Not sure exactly where the pain is emanating from, but she's got the arms, she's got the chin, the legs tied up as well.
Yeah, and it looks like the knees in the lower
Agreed,
back there.
Cam.
Jamie Hayter
She's wise beyond her years, and she only has room to grow.
and a running
Sliding knee. That's rough.
cover. 1, 2. No, sir. Lot left in the former Ring of Honor World Women's Television Champion. Pick up.
Oof.
Dropped her on the back of her head across the knee.
Here it comes.
Going for the Hayter aid. And She got it. 1, 2. No.
One time Billie said she might be best in the world.
Hayter got all of it.
Jamie rethinking her strategy here, apparently.
That's right, mate. Nope.
Face say to you, Tony, a little bit of frustration.
You already know how I'm drafting in the end of the month.
Fans away.
Because, yes, at the end of the month is when we have the draft for season 9 of the prediction series.
They are liking what they're seeing,
Of course.
Billie Starkz.
You can join it now, even though the league is already underway. Now more so than any other league is a good one to join middle of.
Fiery attitude. Now just a flurry. Look at Starkz. Can't even get her arms up to defend.
I think she's out. I think she's out, Jamie.
Goes for it. Gonna pick her up.
Not really.
Billie Starkz may
With
be
despite
out
drafting.
on her
The arm. This is how she beat her in the last match.
That's right. Up on top. No.
Nice. Up into the backslide.
Oh, rolling through that time with Jamie Hayter. Pick up. Twisting neck breaker and a cover here.
That's a very fair critique, Jordan.
Oh, wow. So close.
Starkz just failing to hook her leg. You cannot do that against a former world champion and expect to beat them. Rare miscalculation.
Bro,
Billie Starkz, middle turnbuckle.
it really is, right? Like, it's purple, but it looks kind of like
Steadies herself.
it's so blue it's purple, you know?
On top.
Another swan dive.
Landed it.
More traditional landing. Great pin, but Jamie's just got a lot left in the tank.
Hooking at the leg with a deep
Excellent opening match.
But Hayter still in this, and now it's the face of Billie Starkz.
Yeah.
That says it all.
Disappointment written all over the face of Billie Starkz as we take a look at the Owen Cup in the back.
Now we're hoping collision of that's.
One woman,
Yo,
one gentleman
what's
will
up,
win a
John?
tournament
Hope work's being good to you.
and get a
And
world
yes,
title shot at All In
first half hour collision thus far, been quality.
in Texas at Globe Life Field.
John,
And
no
of
swan
course, we
time.
will find out as the game ends up at Double or Nothing on Sunday, May 25th. Billie Starkz, a lot of power behind that one, Nigel.
Learning from the Ring of Honor Women's Champion Athena what
Ooh.
it takes to be a champion here.
Oh
Athena
no.
As good as she got. Oh! That headbutt just to the side of the jaw. See Starkz try to move her head out of the way to protect herself.
Pick up.
Oh my god! The superplex off the apron is so rough. They took the wind out of it. Not Billy saying. For fuck's sake, freaking.
And you hear the chant. Never thought we'd see that, Nigel. Here it is again. My God.
All of which choose the heavy. Yo, that's an excellent point, Jordan.
You could just tell by the way the body's landed on the mat how little give there really is. It drives the wind out of your lungs, and now gasping for air as if they weren't already. Both Hayter and Starkz have got to get back into the ring before the 10 count.
Right, Alex. Oh my gosh, just the no give on the landing.
It is. And the chant of this is awesome ringing out here at the MassMutual Center.
Agreed, Rigo. They landed as flat as you possibly could, and that's exactly what you need for a spot like that, because you slip to the side a little bit too much, that could be a shoulder. You over-rotate a little too much, that could be the other person's ankle.
Both are in, says Mike Post.
Billy almost didn't make it. Oh, God.
Either way,
Need to carry world.
who's sure to be watching this has got to be happy.
Absolutely. Because both ladies have taken a lot of damage from the other.
Interesting,
Especially
Takara,
up
because
west.
I haven't heard that.
From the
Like,
inside.
anywhere. You mind providing a source in the Discord?
Dynamite.
But also, welcome in. I've been enjoying Collision. Rocking it in
Hayter with a thrust kick, staggered Starkz. Enziguri
Wait, what? A New Japan shirt?
sending Starkz in, picking Starkz up.
Oh, no. There it is.
In a block bat.
Holds Starkz across her knee, and now holy smokes! 1, 2, 3.
And there you have it. JB, let's go.
Advancing in the tournament, Bayne, Hayter.
Fans are standing everywhere for both women.
let's take a look at the brackets. You can see Jamie Hayter advancing. Will face Chris Statlander in the semi-final. Still to come here tonight. The other side of the
GG's to Billie.
Athena
Damn.
taking on Harley Cameron, the winner to face Mercedes Mone this Wednesday on AEW Spring Breakthrough Dynamite.
Also on Spring Breakthrough, the Death Riders defend the Trios Championship. Jon Moxley will be a part of that team, as we mentioned earlier, against the #1 contenders, the Ups. They're in Spring Breakthrough for the Trios Championship. Let's hear from the Death Riders.
I just love cocky Jamie Hayter.
When we started this war,
Just a smug
we
activity.
fully expected casualties. But we do not mourn them, because only in death does duty end. Now, we're not gonna hide. We're still gonna be front and center. So, Joe, yes, we're gonna accept that challenge. Wir werden uns nicht verstecken, wir rennen nicht weg, wir sind immer da. Es ist mein Fehler, dass die Kinder mit uns
Indeed, it is dysfunction. Also, welcome in. How you doing?
Next week. At Spring Breakthrough, you're on. Because we do not concede territory.
Take it back to ruin the century.
What a learning experience this will be for a generation of little punk-ass play wrestlers who don't want to show up to work. There's plenty of money, championships, glory, victory, and it's all on the front line. If you want it, that's where you gotta be. You gotta step in, you gotta step up, you gotta put yourself in harm's way. Samoa Joe,
Ready with the belt, right?
you guys know that.
Please.
What are you teaching sweet young Hook? Hook? Don't worry. Relax. It's the biggest match of your life. But trust me, chicks dig scars.
Mm-hmm. Schwabbers for free. Could you imagine? Hey, Jamie versus. Yes, I mean, since the one. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a heavy hitting match, Brandon. So welcome in. Been enjoying the show. And Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite's looking like it's going to be a fun one this Wednesday. Yes. Yes, I did know where. See, that is just so left field. Toni Storm is hell and very out of pocket. Alright, I guess that last bit was an exercise in redundancy. Everything Toni Storm says is out of pocket. I'm gonna just show House of the Dirt if I can scare the crap off. Get a lot of loud vehicles in my area now that I think about it. Tony. The focus guy failed there. Agreed. This show has felt like a very complete, episode of weekly television thus far. Granted, we've only gotten one full mesh, but I think the wrestling's going to take off soon. Yeah. Just ignore it anyways, but it's still fun. Yep. No, I hear you. It's just like, at this point, I'm just just block, mute, depending on the posts to curate my social media experience. And over on Blue Sky, you have a lot less of the complaints. Or at least the toxic complaints. One problem with that isn't euphemisms. Just totally widely cursing, describing how she's gonna kill someone. Wait, what? Okay. Standby match?
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first,
No worries, no mercy.
Leona,
Did I see Alec Price?
Agony.
4 straight. Ring of Honor tag.
team wins. 23 out of 26
No, it's not Alec Price.
in Ring of Honor action.
Good. I don't want to see him getting murdered.
They have been fearsome, dominant, and absolutely devastating in Ring of Honor. Now here in AEW to continue
That singles
that
match and impress the world.
smash and burn.
If we're both of them, give them singles matches every now and then. Nothing wrong with that.
Is Bishop Khan. This young team of
Great
Judy and
suplex.
call themselves
Oh.
Smash and Burn, and that's exactly what's happening to them right now.
We've seen Gates of Agony on Collision here, Tony, but every time I see them, they get more and more impressive.
No doubt. These guys are absolute rising stars. in
I love that they're getting such reactions.
Look
They're
at
monsters.
Oh, he's gonna mow him down.
So Leona, 3-point stance, just running right through his opponent. And now, one man down,
Right? Get some points, dog. There you go. I'm Jacob Fatima. So yeah, it was
that was as dominant as you can get, Nigel.
the questions I have that I won't ask.
Bishop Khan, close to a cinch as you could get.
Go check who is your favorite AEW ref. Hard did not say Aubrey.
Some of it's great,
I liked her before it was cool.
with that in mind.
But if I had to exclude Aubrey from the conversation, then I gotta go with Mike Posey.
Word in with FTR before they leave the building here tonight. Guys, excuse me.
Bryce.
Cash. What we saw you do to Cope at the pay-per-view was absolutely
Lexi, you're gonna want to leave for this. No. Y'all think you're slick, right? No. Yeah, you got the wool pulled over Garcia's eyes for now, don't you? But we see through your and we're gonna be damned if we're gonna let you put Garcia in the same position that you put Cope in.
Yeah, too right. No Mercy is back.
No. Shut your mouth. It's our
No Mercy, who's your favorite AEW ref?
A year and a half. I've been waiting for you guys to show your true colors. Huh? A year and a half! True colors. And you finally exposed yourself, didn't you? Huh? How long? You think you can do this to Garcia? No, you shut your mouth! You shut your mouth! It's our time to talk right now. You're gonna listen up right now. Okay, you understand? You think we're gonna sit by and let you do what you did to Cope to Garcia? Not a chance in hell! You wanna fight? Yeah. You know if that's what it takes.
Back from the void.
Maybe we do.
All right, tonight. We'll fight you tonight. And we'll invite Garcia out there. And he's a big boy. He can make his own decision, okay?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Top guys, out.
Give us a taste. Who you looking at?
Well, it seems
Damn good the promo king.
that we've got an impromptu match that's coming up a little bit later tonight. FTR was leaving the building, but they're going to stay and go up against 2.0.
You better stay in your seat. Don't even think about
Don't
standing
you
up.
worry about that. I've learned my lesson. Jeez. All right, Blake Christian
No Lee Johnson, eh?
for our next matchup.
Doesn't look like it. Just gonna be Blake on his own. Hey there. Oh yeah. It was quick. Gates of Agony wrecked some boys. Oh shit! I need to move. Okay, yes, I got for the song. Oh yeah, no, the match was like 45 seconds. Well, he can lose again, but look, this is the escalation. He's wrestling matches on AEW television before you know he's gonna start winning matches on AEW television. Let's hit in the corner. Finisher pin. Big agree. This top is an interesting. I feel like if it was just a little bit longer. Like it looks like it's supposed to be a chest piece, but it doesn't even cover his whole chest. Okay, goofy. He was Connor Mills. I saw that Mark Davis is looking to be out for like 4 or 5 weeks, but I did not see any news regarding Connor Mills. Unless you're referring to different news in regards to both, then no, I have not. Yo. Yo, what? Congratulations to them. This is a British pro wrestler. Yeah, I haven't heard of Connors. I have to see their work. Oi. It's the boing, boing, boing. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's happening tonight. How are they gonna squeeze so many matches on this card? Blake Christian has an incredible pace in the ring. Blake cares. Agreed, Riga, but it works. I don't want to see it happen every show, but it seems like they were able to, because it already looked like we had a complete card announced, so it doesn't feel like, oh, we left a spot open so that way a match can be made on the show. I don't even. What? It was a thing, Jordan? I don't even know what we're talking about. So smooth. Yeah. For note. Wait. Station last night that I missed Darby Allin match. I hear that. I think some people are slowly coming to the conclusion that they miss seeing him. Oh, Lee Johnson is out here. Didn't even notice him. Nice. Just on pay-per-view. But no, back to Mark Davis and Connors. Incredibly happy for them. Seriously. That's wonderful. And yes, also did not know he was gay. Love that. Oh, the arm. That was rough. No one knew for either. Yeah, no, and honestly, I'm low key for that. Not necessarily being like keep it a secret, but more so not being in your face about it. Because that's, and that's a big criticism, but more so than that, it's just something that can just be an aspect of somebody and not their entire defining trait. And that's almost nobody in pro wrestling, but there are some fans who will see pro wrestlers for just that and not like the incredible performer they are. Hell, Anthony Bowens is a great example of that. To a lot of people, he's just AEW's gay guy. Which is why when late last year people were like, we want to see Anthony Bowens in the C2, I was really hyped for that because that's an example to see what we're starting to see now. And that is how much Anthony Bowens can shine in the ring, specifically as a singles competitor. Did I get it? It's crazy. They can go. I'm a root for him. Heard. Send his best. Really, I'm gay. No, the crowd chanting, he's gay. He's gay with a positive connotation to it was one of the most empowering things I've seen a pro wrestling crowd do for an LGBTQ talent. On the outside. He's going to dive over the buckle. Oh my God, he is. No, through. What a guy. It's also a great take, Rhea. Oh, over in the... Lovely DDC. Yeah, kick out. And the handspring. Neuralizer, nice. The front flip stomp. We love this. Him wrestling 8 years makes perfect sense when I put it in perspective, but I feel like he feels like the kind of wrestler who's been wrestling longer, I guess that's just a testament to his skill. Yo. Yeah, almost didn't get it there. Well, that's what you... Yo. Precision. Amazing recovery. Made a bunch. Yup. Oh. Oh, yeah, Alex. He's got to have some time as a singles champion in this company. Oh. I just realized I've had this match muted the whole time. I went to go mute, and I realized I never unmuted. Agreed. Excellent match. I'm glad they gave the time. Oh, we're getting a post-match promo?
Noise, Springfield! This has been a long time coming, and it's time to level up. Because what you see before you is AEW's 5-tool player. The perfect combination of power, athleticism, intelligence, the look, and the it factor. And I am the pride of professional wrestling, baby. And I don't need a government trademark to prove I'm the best. I'm gonna prove it to you every single week right here. So the last question is, who will step up to the plate next and get their ass mollywopped by the 5-tool player?
Rogers level on a tape measure.
Serious business. What an athlete.
You see, it's so funny. I saw someone on Twitter today say that they wanted Bowens to be the post-match promo cutting babyface. And he literally came out here, did that, and proved that he's great in that role. Hell yeah. Good looking out, Hex. Appreciate you. Yes. Megasys up next to kick off the top of the hour. Great stuff. Alrighty. Be right back here, y'all. And I'm back. I'm gonna put a pause to that now. Versus Tanahashi laughing. Oh yeah, Alex the man. I got my times mixed up. No. Yes. Windy City Riot was an excellent show, though. Ishii's your new openweight champ. Ishii, after getting so many title matches, finally won a title match.
We return here on Collision. What a night it's been, and still a lot more to go as we go back to the ring.
This is a 2-on-1 match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Penelope Ford from Thessaloniki, Megan Bayne.
Now on Wednesday,
Agreed, Alex.
Ford said what happened.
Will he keep it for a while, or is he effectively going to be a transitional champion? Time will tell.
Will take on anyone, one or two, even more maybe if she wanted to. And here comes one of the more dominant women we've ever seen in AEW in a long time, in Megan Bayne.
Unquestionably a true Amazon, Megan Bayne.
We really dig the
Back up
gear.
what Ford said, we all saw it at Dynasty. I even talked about it earlier tonight. The Megasus had the beating of the AEW.
Wait, what?
Toni Storm.
She's in 2-on-1 action?
One occasion, it was a rare miscalculation that allowed Storm to roll up and get what Ford called the fluke victory. But unperturbed, the Megasus has vowed to make the entire women's division bow down.
The loss to Toni Storm, the only loss for
Yes, she's had her hair very like curled.
And Kelly Madden.
Hey, I'm okay.
LMK on your left. It is a
There's little Miss Kathy, right?
on-one matchup against Megasus.
Tony is.
Megan
Oh
Bayne,
my
who have had
gosh.
wins against Thunder Rosa and Chris Statlander, former
I
champions.
love Megan's hair like this,
Now will
honestly.
take on both.
Whoa. At speed, ducking under the lockup. Speed, now power.
Oof.
Kelly Madden.
The single leg drop. Damn.
Face.
Too bad she's
The right thing, desperately crawling over.
Hopefully this gets her some more exposure and gets her booked in a position she can really shine in, you know?
Yep. Little Mean Kathleen is what on LMK stands for.
Oh, let me know.
It's her sixth AEW match, but right now the Megasus is in command. With this young lady, Megan Bayne, holy smokes, is she a dominant
Can't be any darker.
wrestler. Look at this with ease. And a lariat on the
Yo.
other side.
Hilarious to one woman while holding another, and then the standing power slam afterwards.
Your money, Megan
Christ,
Bayne.
no, for real.
Everybody bow down to the Megasus. And this could be it.
Oh.
Up on top,
Fate's descent.
the F5 is down. Both ladies are down and out.
What a conquering. My goodness.
Megan Bayne. 8-1 in her last 9 matches. Still to come tonight here on AEW Collision. Harley Cameron, Athena, the quarterfinals of the Owen Hart Women's Tournament.
The team of.
Plus, tonight,
I mean, theoretically, yes, Hex. But if the one is that much better than the two, then they overcome the odds.
let's take a look at what's going
And to do so with ease.
Owen Hart Tournament.
Also, I'm not sure if those two ladies are an established team together or not. Maybe though.
Saturday night, the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament continues.
Agreed, Alex.
Round matchup, Brody King, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, one-on-one.
That's a fun time. Have them get a match. Mercedes in some way sneaks out with the title, or even better, non-finish of some sort. And it's constantly a duck and run situation from Megan. Finally, the rematch happens. Megan levels her.
How do you prepare for a question mark?
It's a wild card. I don't know who the hell it is. I don't know what
Title change. Build to a satisfying crescendo. And Mercedes can be quick to rebound into something else. Kevin Knight tap, yes. Yeah, they are very outnumbered, Penelope.
As we are prepared for what should be a sensational match, we go back to the ring.
It's pop. Ooh, the final being Takeshita versus Fletcher would be wild. Don Callis would be eating. TV and doing stuff. She has the effect. Yep.
By the way, Kevin Knight is $100,000 richer thanks to his participation
For the strong women's title, specifically.
where he was part of the winning team. Not only that, at the
I'm here for that.
to face AR Fox, a man he knows
But here's the thing, though. We also have that three-way match we just found out is happening for New Japan Resurgence on May 9th. It's going to be Azumi versus Mina Shirakawa versus Mercedes Mone. I think there might actually be a chance for a title change there. Kevin Knight's workout routine. Yes. The fuck? Yo, that's wild. Literally did not know.
he's another man who is $100,000 richer.
And he's spent it all by now, though.
Wood in the big boot.
Although we heard Kevin Knight saying how he was going to spend his money.
Okay, that's
Magic City, I don't know what tickets cost.
Really sold me. Look at that.
1, 2, well, it was the $300,000 Three Kings Christmas Casino Trios Royale back in 2022 where AR Fox became $100,000 richer. So both men have had 1, 2, both men have had some success.
No, for real, Alex, I can't even get into seeing like the Nick Waynes and the Billie Starkz of the wrestling world. It's like, where am I at? Yo, nice. The sliding shoulder barge there. Oh, it stopped hurting.
Floats up and down on AR Fox, and now we'll try to make a cover. 1, 2, no, got a 2 count.
Knight hitting the UFO rotating splash.
Fans, we got some big events coming up. This Wednesday and Thursday we'll be in Boston, as we said, for Spring Breakthrough. Historic night for Dynamite. And, of course, a Thursday night we are going to have Collision. We're in New Orleans on Wednesday, April 23rd as well. And we're back in Norfolk, Virginia, the Charway Winter Arena, Wednesday, April 30th. And don't forget, we come back to Atlantic City Friday, May 2nd.
So yeah, these two had a match a few weeks ago on ROH, right before the Jay White versus Kevin Knight match on Collision. Actually went to a time limit draw. And this is a rematch of that. I find it funny that they're kind of telling interwoven stories between ROH and Collision more often. Don't want nothing to birthday, bet.
Rolling through, now coming the other way.
Oh,
On the chest of Kevin Knight.
More creative offense from Fox.
Kevin Knight, Atlanta native.
that trajectory is incredible.
And fans, this match
Congrats to other than Posey. This is only his second match.
stay with us here on TNT.
Fox, a man, of course, who's recently found
But hey, maybe they don't.
aligned.
We don't know that to be true.
Yeah, the
Bro's got to resecure his gear. Everything good there, bro.
Things he has so much confidence, you can see, and I had a chance to talk to these two.
His fourth match on Collision. That's nuts, actually.
on our social media channels.
Maybe Bryce out here already. Thing is, I don't know if Bryce works Saturdays.
Of confidence, and you know what? He should. A 17-year career, 800 plus matches. And boy, he got chopped that time.
I do know Brandon Martinez has been away for some time now.
Oh, and again.
And doesn't seem to be any announced reason or anything like that. And he's still supporting the company and stuff like that. So I don't think it's issues. I think it's with employments. More so is just
AR Fox helping him in.
leave of absence for whatever reason. You know, I don't want to speculate.
Fox, who as a young man studied, idolized Bruce Lee, and channeled his love of doing backflips, handstands, and scaling walls into backyard
Yo.
wrestling. But now cover.
That was a rough drop kick.
One count, though. Kevin Knight is burst on the scene.
They actually already have Alex. Bandito competed in a proving ground match against Jay Lethal last Thursday on ROH, and the strap was just regularly black again, both in his graphic and when he came out to the ring. So yeah, which really made it weird to me that, which makes it even weirder that Jericho kept that strap, right? Because that was Mark Briscoe's strap. Like, that was the custom design that Mark Briscoe had when he won the title. And it was the whole invoking the name of Jay Briscoe situation. I thought it was going to lead back to Mark Briscoe winning the title. Well, yeah, I thought it was going to lead to Mark Briscoe winning the title back. Like to when Mark had it, when Jericho had it, it didn't like. Yeah, it was just weird. It didn't fit. No, it is. Mercy, I'm kind of sleeping on it right now.
Well, when you've been in the business a long time, you trust the guys, right? I mean, I guess no one can trust FTR. Cover 1, 2.
After what happened at Dynasty, you had no reason to trust those boys. You knew what they were capable of. I told you.
No, for real, it's a hard-hitting match for both of them. I didn't get a time limit announced for this match.
Very amenable, athletic young man, Kevin Knight. Man who can match him, perhaps.
This is one of those situations where if I wasn't doing a watch-along, I would just rewind to the start of the match really quick to hear what they announced the time limit for, because I'm wondering if they gave them more time for this match than they did for the one on ROH. Go position check. Who do you have winning the Owens? Hangman and Jamie Hayter.
AR Fox and the Jet Kevin Knight. Both men, I would say, equally matched here. Size, speed, and
Will and Mercedes. Honestly, great shouts. Big ass drop kick. Nice. Almost turned into a knee drop on the way down. Yeah, Alex, you know it's funny because you gave my brain answer and I gave my heart answer. Because, like, yeah, Will and Mercedes winning seems like the more likely situations, but Hangman and Jamie, I think, would give me the matches I want a little bit more personally. No, I didn't. That's hilarious. But I love him putting her over like that. The Sky High. Got it. Oh yeah, no, same. I won't be mad with either result because, like, Mercedes versus Toni, it would be epic. But the thing is, part of me just resigned to Mercedes not winning this tournament because, one, I feel like Athena should win the match between the two, and two, I think that any more championships she should get should be outside of the company if she's not going to drop the TBS title first.
Foot to the face. Fox is staggered. The Jet with a back elbow.
Big ass elbow.
Atlanta native up on top. Well, no main pain. Quickly. Where that came from. Fox up top. 450. No.
Oh, sold me a ticket there. Yo, I really thought it.
The world was talking about Kevin Knight after Dynasty, after Dynamite, but AR Fox isn't concerned about that. He wants to usurp this man and build on his momentum.
Goes to show the level of endurance of both dudes. Hex. They could play into her exhaustion. Yup. Very much that. Oof. They're too fit. The way they're not even breathing heavy. Like, you can legit have them go 30. Hex heard the hurt in Scott Steiner's voice. Yo, that diving lariat is it. Nice.
Here's your winner, the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Such a bump. Agreed. High octane. It's funny because this man wrestles the junior heavyweight style so well. However, he plans to step into the heavyweight division this year. Bro is competing in the Best of Super Juniors and the G1 this year, in the same year.
That was impressive, wasn't it? We're back. We're not even hurt. But we don't mind being hurt. No, we don't. Actually, we love being hurt. Love it! Hurt Syndicate.
Yo.
You hurt people this Wednesday at Dynamite. We would love to see you try. Because you guys hurt people. We fight people. See you in Boston.
Oh, you answer. Oh, gotcha.
That is certainly a matchup I would love to see. We talked about the dominant of the.
Show someone actually gonna murder. Oh, yeah, no. I don't know. I think those lads are gonna go hard. Both sides are gonna be heavy hitting. The gates, but I don't know who they are. I hear that.
From Asheville, North Carolina, weighing 443 pounds, Dex the Axe and Cash Wheeler, FTR.
Such a mega. No, I get you there, Jordan, because it's like, you know, on one hand, they give off, like, I don't even know. Yeah, it's kind of even hard to vocalize the impression they leave, character-wise. Main events, maybe. No, Ray. They confirmed that it's going to be Brody Takeshita. Main events. I'm so glad we get this music again. I love how we get 80s synthwave and then not 80s synthwave, but we get like 80. Yeah, we get 90s synthwave and then like 80s bubble rock. Oh yeah, that's right. He was invited out here. They still like guns for tribal combat kind of folks, monsters. That's what I'm saying. They give off like the monsters vibe, but then they're out here talking like mad cocky shit. Hey there, Nathan. How it goes? Yes, my weekend has been great to me thus far. Hope it's been good to you as well. Hope you've been enjoying the show. Yet another week without Parker's singles theme and my depression has returned. No, Jordan. Prophecy. You will hear it once again soon. Oh, this is happening. We're actually looking like the Italian street game. That always sunny episode. The weather down there, happy. The weather has been pretty decent actually. We've been getting that summer heat in spring like we tend to up until the last couple of days where it's cooled off a bit. We got a heavy storm and then it brought in a bit of a cool front. Not cool, like not cold, but like we're relaxing in the 70s. Yeah, oh my God, he's got some color. I thought his hair was in his face first. No, he is busted. Not for nothing, this beatdown is reminding me of when they lost their titles the last time. When Starkz and Big Bill kind of mauled them before the match. Shit, blood, yeah, the blood is all over the place. Ooh. They signed up for this. Choose to quit out.
What they're doing in this match. 2.0 wanted this match. They signed for the match.
They clear their heels now yet? I don't know, Riga. It's like shades of gray, you know. I think that they're very much heels. Yo, Daddy Magic still keeping the magic alive. Bad feeling about this Dax fella. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely like, oh my God. Oh, bro, he's losing it. And honestly, Bryce letting it be. Also, Bryce working Saturday after all. Yo. Haymaker, wild haymaker, lost his balance throwing it. Bro is seeing red. And it's not just because his eyes are drenched in blood. And his shadow machine. Oh. Oh, and that is just to get him out of the mix because they want to beat up Daddy Magic some more. Oh dear. Daddy Magician.
And this is what could have happened to you, Tony.
I know, I'll never forget this moment. I thought I was gone. Boom! Daddy Magic
The
saw it.
bounce. Oh my god, the bounce.
What are they trying to do?
Trying to make a statement.
A statement, my ass.
It's already oh, you see, I didn't see him out there because the match was about like 7 frames of the show. Another. Oh my god. I don't know if Danny's going to be okay with this. No, for real. Like, this is making me feel like a heel turn isn't happening after all for him. And honestly, fuck it. Turn Danny too. Oh my god. And then meanwhile, Jordan's like, no, actually.
And Danny Garcia's had enough. It's not a match. A warning here. All right, you heard Cash say
He took Shatter Machine.
3, it's over.
No, honestly, the way he is playing, he's being way too neutral here, I feel.
Yeah, raise your hands. I'm sure you're proud of that one.
This has been a very
Oh my god, he is.
to say the least.
Because of 2 men. Garcia cannot believe what Dax and Cash have become.
Oh, what you turned into.
Don't turn your back on these two.
Shadow Machine.
All right, well,
No, they're letting it be.
as Garcia helps
Yeah,
him,
he's swinging.
Menard, who said that it took a year and a half for FTR to show.
And there it is.
Oh, perhaps we're seeing them again.
Damn.
they turned their back. They waited
Ooh.
to ensure that Garcia was not looking around, and now they attack Danny Garcia, who, by the way,
Fuck, I hate that we have to do this.
in the past,
Oh.
what is wrong with these 2 men?
Dax is leading the charge. Oh, God.
Bryce Remsburg screaming enough, and they're not done.
Beginning to question their ethics, honestly.
Some help. We need someone with cooler heads to come out here and stop this.
That was so wrong. Oh, good.
Security's coming out. I don't know if I've seen anything as worse than what
There's Posey. Oh. Posey got clocked.
he just struck.
Bro's unconscious. He's like, holy crap.
Whatever else they've
Oh.
done, FTR. Oh, wait a second, they're not going to be stopped.
Speaking of, I don't know if FTR can be trusted anymore.
The Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah. I guess not UK anymore. Brody just called him the wrong name. Just called him the He corrected himself. He has a yellow belly. That was like Paul the free. Bro, the 10,000. Still, bro is like, yo, I'm gonna get paid. Hey, Dax, calm down. Bro flopped and he's like, if I just act like my jaw is shattered. You know, Arthur Morgan's voice. Whew. Damn. That escalated. Brody next. No. We got Athena versus Harley next. Wait, did they say that Takeshita versus Brody was next? Are we getting Harley versus Athena in the main after all? Wish done in the last 40 minutes, for real. Thought Athena would be the main event. I would have hoped so, but no. I think that the highest profile match out of the 3 tournament matches they felt was Takeshita versus Brody. Good point. I'm with you, Mercy. I would have liked Athena to be it. I hear that. You're not wrong. Those 2 lads are going to beat the crap out of one another. Oh, surely McCass. It's got to be the case, especially considering that Dynamite's going to be in Boston, which is Mercedes' hometown. Hey there, Johnny. Welcome in. How it goes? Hope your weekend's been good to you. You been enjoying the show thus far? Good, hell yeah. This is 4-game collision. Yo, Harley in the 5-star would be epic. I'd like one more FTR segment backstage, solidifying the turn has been main focus. Yeah. Which honestly, love the through line throughout the single episode. This has actually been a great little like singular episode story that pro wrestling is kind of at its best when it has, and it's episodic wrestling. I enjoy AEW. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's been jam-packed. My head's spinning. Yeah, this episode has been loaded. Ray, really quick, how many matches have been on this card thus far, with 2 more coming? I hope the overrun isn't too long. I have to race to the airport immediately after. No worries. I don't think we're going to have too much of an overrun. I'm thinking this, because Collision typically gets like a 1 to 2 minute. Is there a go check? Yes. Who finally puts FTR in their place? Yo, just came back right to Athena's theme. Let's go.
Here in Springfield, Mass.
This is the first round match in the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Dallas, Texas.
Of the House of
Ring
Honor.
of Honor Women's World Champion, the Fallen Goddess, Athena.
At Dynamite, I don't know, but I think they will soon.
Singles competition 33-3, but as we've said before, Athena
Christian is my guess.
the most successful champion in Ring of Honor history. Her reign, 854
We can build a Copa Christian as I guess. Yeah.
since she won the belt back in December of 2022.
8-match collision. That's nuts.
Has surpassed Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe in length, if not significance as well.
Her opponent is a rising star in the AEW Women's Division.
And her opponent from Gold Coast, Australia, Harley Cameron.
This from Texas definitely has me.
Still buoyed from her wonderful homecoming, Grand Slam Brisbane, where she had tears in her eyes despite not getting the results she wanted.
Honestly, if we get swerved and this tournament is actually just leading Athena to becoming double world champion, by her going into All In, claiming the AEW Women's World Champion and just kind of continuing her forever run, but on a grander stage, would be epic.
Spring breakthrough, the historic night of Dynamite. She will get a chance for revenge, so to speak. The
Yeah.
rematch, if she can win the night against Mercedes Mone.
I think it flows. I think it's a little bit better.
It will be a great night, Wednesday night, Dynamite, spring breakthrough. Whoever advances,
The Feel the Wrath thing.
certainly
The Feel the Wrath thing feels like something she's not going to say too often.
uses her power advantage to bull
So might as well have the intro.
in
Just
the corner.
Going to be so proud to be a part of
with a
that night.
with a badge on, honestly.
Of course, if Athena advances in the tournament,
Anyone is
the TBS champion will have added incentive
nice.
after Athena decked her recently, left her flat in the middle.
Oh no. Oh no. Harley's playing with fire here.
On Wednesday night, live, spring breakthrough from Boston. Here's a rollout. 1-2 on TBS. That dynamite becomes the long 1-2. A 2 count becomes the longest running.
Oh.
Primetime wrestling show.
There's the rotation.
Wrestling show in the history.
Feel the wrath. It was risking being played out, but they pulled back on it enough to feel good when it happens. Yes, that's what I was trying to say, but kind of lost my train of thought. Harley was being nice to you. Oh, then don't feel the wrath. Out of the Owen Cup tournament to Willow 2 years ago. Yeah. And, if I'm not mistaken, that was her last singles loss, if you don't count the four-way match. Well, her last one-on-one loss, because she did lose the four-way match at Wrestle Dynasty. No, I'm not, Johnny. I appreciate that. That's a very flattering question. But no, I am not a pro wrestler. I've come to learn that I prefer this side of the barricade. Crazy, comfortable. For real. From the days where she was working the losing end of enhancement matches on Elevation to this. Never before. Well, never during watching those QTV segments did I think that Harley would be at this level. Agreed, no mercy. And I'm glad we don't even have to wait a full week for another episode of Collision. Collision on Thursday is going to be a fun experiment because I want to see if they like it enough to try and make it be that way. Yeah, these flat four... Everybody's going all out tonight. Like, what is it about tonight's Collision?
I think we can all agree on that. Harley Cameron's worked hard to get to this position in AEW, to even get in this tournament.
Right, she's so prominent. She's such a prominent fixture on the show. Right? Even when she has nothing to do, she's one of those people where even when there's nothing to do with her, you got to find something to do with her. You know, the Harley Graham stuff during the tag feud last month was an example of that. Right after she lost, to Grand Slam Australia, like she floated but still managed to be on television because she's just that undeniable. Nice, great small package. She's been watching her world champion.
Mone coming up a little bit later on. She's going to face the winner of this matchup on Wednesday.
You'd have to think the TBS
I have a theory that Harley would be a sick deathmatch wrestler, but it's never gonna happen. No, for real. Like, let her go on excursions like GCW, and watch her come back Ultraviolet champion. Move over Matt Tremont. Harley Cameron's in the house.
Once again, don't forget our special time for Collision next week is on the Thursday. That's live 8/7 Central on TNT and of course streaming on Max.
We'll be here for sure Wednesday, Thursday. Hell yeah, I'd love to hear that, fam. Yeah, that's gonna be kicking off a hell of a week of wrestling, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all are gonna be keeping up with stuff outside of AEW, but the collective is loaded with so much wrestling from so many different promotions. Gonna be checking out a lot of it. It's gonna be the most indie wrestling I think I've ever consumed in that amount of time. Truly gives how Trish was just being pretty undeniable, right? It's no hour, 3 hour. Yeah, it breaks my heart, Riga. I really weighed the options, but I'm sorry. I think we're gonna have to miss the WrestleMania pre-show. I know everyone was gonna love those panels, and you know the video packages that we're gonna see 3 times on the main card, but other wrestling to be watched, my friend. The main shows, though, absolutely. They're not scheduled yet, but they're going to be here and on the main channel. We're losing titles next Wednesday. Kind of hope so too, Cass. But I'm a fan of Honor the Death Riders, but I think the Ops winning the title would be perfect for them. Be a great use of them, and I think that it would help change the dynamic of the Death Riders story overall. That would give the breath of fresh air that story is needed. Teeter into the bow and arrow. Oh, the little bob with the legs. Athena's having fun.
Her opponent, Harley Cameron, here, telling her and screaming at her to give up. Cameron trying a little hand fighting here to get out of this. But man, this is a tough place to be, Nigel.
Sure is, but
oh, 1, 2. How about that? Harley got a 2 count out of that.
People just invented switch out of question.
For a pinfall, but Athena moving straight on.
Oh, Russian leg sweep by Harley. The fans, as you know, the winner of the Owen Hart Women's Tournament will get a shot at the world title.
I wouldn't say invented. It's a very viable theory, especially when coming from the people who have worked in wrestling. But I do hear where you're coming from. There are many things that could have caused it.
In her hometown, actually, the Dallas Metroplex area.
I don't think it's weird. Like I said, it's a symptom of concussions, a very common symptom of concussions, specifically concussions acquired in that kind of environment.
In the semifinals on Wednesday at Spring Breakthrough, when we are in Boston, live in the historic night of Dynamite.
The cheer. Every single time she does that is so fun. I don't know about this crowd being silent.
Rare miscalculation showing out for the fans. Cameron now.
Great takedown by Harley. Harley, feel the wrath. Can she keep it going? Yes, a running lariat. Enziguri, how about that from Harley Cameron?
Athena starting to feel the wrath right now.
In the ropes. Harley.
Yo, she's just clobbering over the back of the neck there.
Warning from our referee. Our main event still to come in the men's division of the Owen Hart tournament. Axe kick.
Is the money that good?
Cameron screaming
Everyone.
feel the wrath to the heavens as she starts to take to the heavens perhaps, but
Yes, Jordan. Here we go. Wishing you a happy All Elite Wrestling Day. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot that. This is literally the venue on this day, so it's kind of nuts. AEW literally has a holiday. But yeah, McCass, I'm not even sure if it's a money thing. I don't even think that many people, if any, are getting paid. I do think there might be a few. But I won't even go to that length. I just genuinely think that there are people who want to see AEW fail for one reason or another. They'll try to disguise it because they know inherently that's a bad thought to have, but... Oh! There's something about their personal fandom that AEW has been an attack or an insult to, and they take it that seriously. Yo! Got her? Not getting the win, but I just, got her with the finish. Surprise. Agreed, Alex. Because you don't see that any other form of entertainment. You don't see people coming into television shows on Netflix or something yo, is it in the top 10? What? On any preferred streaming services? Is this show highly rated? Does it have at least a 4.8 star rating with all of its votes and is in the top 10 every week? No, they're not. Look like Kenny Omega. That's a new one. Appreciate that. I don't know about that one. I personally don't see it. But thank you. Nah, that roll-up lost a lot of... Hate and love, reviewing movies, whatever. Gets people fired up and engaged from both sides, yep. Naturally, passionate fans will engage trying to defend their product, and people who feel any sort of similarity to it... Oh, just turned into a powerbomb. That was rough. And another one. Try to just win. Yes, this match has been so much more than I thought it would be, and I love it for that. Harley is having one of the best matches of her career next to Athena, just right to the mat. There it is. Whew. I love that move. That move's so good. Look at the for real. There we have it. Match gonna be so heat. Oh my gosh, please let that match start like with a half hour left in the show. Specifically with it being slated as the main event. Don't make me eat my words. In Boston, that's what I'm saying, Jordan. They're both heels, but I think the venue very clearly defines the face-heel dynamic for the match. Let's go. Your boy's gonna need to get some water because that's a lot of meat. No, but for real, I need to get some water. I'll be right back. And our return. Final go position check of the night. What are you looking forward to most next week? Be it Mania, Collision Card, Double Feature, Collective. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. The clusterfuck is going to be a fun time. Honestly, it's kind of hard to not say the clusterfuck. Oh, I should pause this music. Sorry.
Sorry the money train skipped your pathetic town. But the next stop for me in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament is in my hometown of Boston. That's right, you know, it was a little over a year ago where I made my AEW debut in the city of champions. You know, it was in that very moment that I had the biggest dream of holding all the championship gold. And now the money train is only 2 stops away from All in Texas. And Athena, you are just a speed bump on my track to success. The forever Ring of Honor champion. Athena, you are one of the very best of all time, and you proved that tonight against Harley Cameron. But you're competing against me 4 belts Mone, the greatest TBS champion
Right,
of all
McCaz.
time. So this Wednesday at Dynamite, I am going to show to you why money changes everything. And the best woman will win. And that woman is me, darling.
Well, all right then. It doesn't go at least 25 minutes, I swear to God. Big agree. That's what I was saying. Like, have that match start with a half hour left in the show as its main event. Be clear favorite of this turn. Hear that? Yes. Never open weight champion. Let's go. Just last night, getting in a... Yes! You're my fucking here. Sit there a second or two. Ooh.
Leading to a lot of momentum here tonight as he looks to advance in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Hell yeah. Glad they're showing this. By the way, y'all, as we're getting into the main event, if you could be so kind, drop a thumbs up. You make sure you got the like button clicked, as well as that bell to always on for notifications. We head into the collective. We got WrestleMania coming up next weekend, but we got AEW Dynamite and Collision Wednesday and Thursday. We got Spring Break on Friday here on the main channel. Over on the secondary channel, we're going to have a lot of wrestling between Defy, TJPW, DDT, and a few other things in between. My new phone, I'm not under my normal YouTube profile. Bet, Jonathan. No worries. What's your normal YouTube? What's your normal name? Just so I can connect you. Okay. Nope. We're doing DDT. Yes, indeed. The crossover show with TJPW, DDT, and GCW might have to be a watch party after WrestleMania. WrestleMania Night 1, I should say. But yes, TJPW and DDT separate shows on Friday will be watched. They're on Trailer TV Plus, thus they're accessible. The time is there to spend, and so we're gonna watch the wrestling. Julia killing it with the more normal. Yeah. The Hounds of Hell being presented in a more grounded. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. But having a more grounded presentation is really working for them. And here we are. There's the bell.
He will face the winner of Hangman Adam Page and the wild card entrance. Here we go. Both big men tie up in our feature bout in the Owen Hart tournament men's division. This should be nothing less than a slugfest. Hell of a main event.
Yeah, this health's important. Good thing Maria's keeping him in ring shape. Chop battle on stream apparently. Mini 41 Peacock. Yeah, I'll probably be watching through Peacock as well. I could do it on Netflix with my VPN, but the thing is... Oh, just ran through the chop. I'm almost be on vacation. At least having the weekend off. But yeah. Very thin roster for the referee court this evening. Sounded farther. Yes, you clarified. You meant the chop battle.
Brody tries to get out of it. Reversal. Brody back that time and down goes Takeshita.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's versatility. Oh my God.
Fans, every path has a price, starring Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. Don't miss the new season.
Sparkles on the mat from Harley.
HBO original series The Last of Us, streaming next Sunday, April 13th at 9 p.m.
Here's your profile name, as you can see. Umaneko.
And boy.
Last of the 8
Okay.
in the men's side of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Very meaty match, that's what I'm saying.
His fellow Don Callis family member Kyle
We got lean meat versus beef here.
and will face the winner of Hangman Adam Page and a wild card. as you mentioned, the winner of this match to face the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
That senton that time by
No,
Takeshita.
for real.
It hurt more. Brody King or Takeshita, but Takeshita running right into the foot of Big Brody King.
It's Josh. I can see why people would say Jack. Yeah.
Size 15
I hear that, Hero. Either one would be a pop for me.
switch of his hips from Takeshita to prevent.
No matter who you are. Yeah, there are very few human beings who could even dare call Brody King small. And chances are they can't do it seriously anyways.
Death Valley driver on the apron. Yes! You can see it coming. If Takeshita sees nothing right now, he might be out.
Okay, so DVD on the apron. We're turning this one up. Okay.
Well, the Barks
Josh can't lose his first match. I don't know if I agree. I think he can. I mean, I can see why people don't want that to happen, but it's not uncommon to happen in AEW, especially if your first match is on such a stage. You know, you're entering in a prestigious tournament against one of the top performers of the company in its entire history. So it's like, if he's going to come in and lose to anybody, it should be Hangman, but I do agree that if you have the choice, maybe don't do that. Yo, with the tope con hero, so nice. Oh, hope his knee is good.
A different chant goes up around the arena as the wistful light holding the leash of the Hounds of Hell. Julia Hart stands by. Very disconcerting look for Takeshita.
It has been a memorable night here on many levels. Collision, so glad you could be with us.
I feel so strongly about it. I even said era.
That next week we're coming to you on a Thursday live from Boston. Not Saturday, but Thursday with Spring Breakthrough. Takeshita. You know, I've been wondering this. He was in the Windy City Riot last night in Chicago. Was Takeshita. Big emotional win over Tanahashi, right?
No, you're wrong. You're so right there. Do the Bucks screw Hangman? I'm thinking so.
I think it's got to be a little from column A, a little from column B. 6 of one, half a dozen another. Or any other cliche you like to throw towards the question, but ultimately,
Owen isn't the C2.
certainly you put down
Yeah,
the
that's
star
exactly it. The C2 has that specification, and
of Tanahashi.
I can appreciate that. I was just thinking earlier, I'm like, you know, AEW should do what New Japan does and have, like, tournaments on rotation throughout the year. We got the Owen here as our spring tournament. We have our winter tournament as the, I guess it's technically our fall going into winter tournament. But yeah, the turn of the season, if you will.
The emotion behind that win, I should say.
So then we should have another tournament going into the fall, I think. You know, have a tournament start up around August, September. Maybe that'd be a tag team tournament. And then do another tournament like January, February for the women.
Oh, wow. Short, you never miss an opportunity. Never miss an opportunity.
I have to make them, Tony. They don't just come out of clean air.
No, you're right. I get you. You did. You're not.
Talking of clean air, Takeshita. We had some clean air, but instead,
Nice.
big bad Brody King.
The double
closing the
chop.
distance.
Yeah, have you enjoyed? Dope. Careful, you're right. The too many tournaments crowd. No, more tournaments. I love tournaments. They are an immediate storytelling device.
Explosion of that. Rocked the referee almost off his feet.
My bad.
What a maneuver. As Julia Hart looks on in this big main event. We continue live on Collision.
Agreed. When they made this tournament about championship, like about the championship shot at All In, I think that really put a lot of stank on the tournament that it needed. It was already an amazing thing, just for what it was meant to be, you know. But yeah, too many tournaments doesn't even make sense. It's a wrestling show. Nothing will be fine. No, Y'all look to most other sports where their entire yearly league is just a big round robin tournament. Like, I look over to the NFL, and isn't that like a round robin with 18 teams or something like that?
With a win tonight, Takeshi could advance to the semis. 1, 2.
Oh, wow.
Only.
Did you hear that reaction, though?
Yes.
Brody King drove the air out the lungs of everybody here.
Win the to win the tournament, yeah, the tournament that has the thing on the end.
Got him hooked.
Not able to muscle him up. Yeah, I was gonna say, might have to knock a few teeth loose before you can powerbomb him.
Often you see Takeshi looking up at his opponent.
Not many times. You're right. Holy smokes.
Crack of a whip. And I heard it as it were. The
It's
noise
a
of
ref.
thunder. The man in black tonight.
Yeah, no, I do think that for that simple reason, like at the very least, pro wrestling should get back to putting over the winner's purse situation, you know? Like, by default, they make a certain amount of money. You get a bonus for winning a match. Damn, not often you see someone bring Takeshi to the ground with strikes like that. Bro sprung up. You know what, never mind. I'm talking all that shit, and he just dropped Brody with one strike.
What we got planned for Wednesday night in Boston. But right now, these two men are slugging it out to see who
You see, it's funny you bring this up, Riga. And no, this isn't me trying to pitch it to you. But this is why I love New Japan. Because it's like, by default, it's just like wrestling is just what we do. It's just our job. We get paired up in matches all the time. And sometimes that will lead to some beef that stretches beyond our matches. But ultimately, bro, it's just our line of work. Go to the pay window with your wheel.
Good Lord, I was so stunned I even miscalled the move. Blue Thunder Bomb. Landing flush. If Takeshi can hit the raging
What was the try?
the move that helped him so much in one of the most grueling G1 Climax tournaments in history.
Calling for it.
But instead,
Go for that burning lariat.
for the lariat.
Head of steam, Brody's up, but Brody's
Brody's still up. Eat that shit.
Sturdy on his feet.
again the near side ropes. Nothing.
Leaning into the lariat. Taking a lot of the power away from Takeshi.
They'll try a third time, getting more steam. Brody knocked it away. Chop. A rolling elbow shot.
Yeah, Brody, that's a good idea.
Look how close it was. The hand of Brody.
Takeshi learned how much of a good idea it wasn't.
Here we go.
There we go, guys. Alrighty, you take care, Johnny. Have a good one. Dante's Inferno! Bro, still in it. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Lariat off the top rope. It was just like maneuver. Agree. Oh yeah, no, he still does it every now and then, but I know it's a matter of his opponent.
King can't believe it.
What a heavyweight struggle we have to see who will face Will Ospreay Wednesday at Spring Breakthrough. A pickup. Who will go on to the semis of the Owen Hart tournament? Takeshi ducks low. Both men collide with lariats at the same time. A pickup.
Yo, he's going for it.
Takeshi to get Brody King in that position.
Rose got him up to the dunk. Into the jerk. No way. He's really trying to do this. Whoa, that's a big wheelbarrow. Excellent. Jesus. Whew. Kick out.
Brody King is still in it. Takeshi cannot believe it. Julia Hart pounding the mat.
This is AEW.
Darn right it is. Brody King looks up. A running knee. Brody King looked at him again. The second knee.
Yo, another one.
1, 2,
Still in it though.
goes on.
The knee that beat Tanahashi.
Yes.
Not enough to take down Brody King.
And now it looks like Takeshita's lowering the knee pad. He's going to make sure Brody King reaches up from behind.
Woo.
The knee to the back of the head. Moving the referee out. One more time.
Another one. There it is. I think we're done. And there you have it. Yo. Heat.
So Takeshita, yes, as Don Callis said, his chance of having an all Don Callis family final is still alive because Takeshita on Wednesday will face Will Ospreay in the semifinals. Of course,
Wow, Revolution 2024 rematch.
Kyle Fletcher. That Hangman Adam Page match will come up Wednesday, as well as Athena Mercedes.
Yo, Hangman Adam Page is also happening on Wednesday, so we're going to get 3 more tournament matches on. Wow, they really do want to have the final set like a month out from the pay-per-view. Wow, there it is, official. Wow. That's what you're going to rush to the airport now, sir. No truth. No, but for real. Yep. That's exactly it. Collision on Thursday next week, but that was Collision for this evening. Thank you to everybody who hung out. Appreciate you so much. Hope y'all enjoyed it like I did. This has been an exceptional episode of Collision. Very complete episode of Collision. But yes, y'all, the next time we're going live will be tomorrow for the next All Elite Rewind, which is officially breaking us into 2020 pre-pandemic, but it is the homecoming edition of Dynamite for 2020, January 1st. Hope you stop by and give it a look-see. But otherwise, the next time we'll be going live will be this Wednesday for Dynamite Spring Breakthrough. And so begins the collective sprint, because we'll be doing Dragon Gate USA afterwards, Collision the following day, Bloodsport right after that, and it just keeps on going. So yes, y'all do keep an eye on this space. Do subscribe to our secondary channel, WM+, because that is going to be where a lot of these streams will be taking place for the sake of your notifications working. But yes, until next time, y'all, take care and happy wrestling. Peace.